and so as shortlisted 3 coaches are omo entebia omo de list no and so ebetimi ediama Minister of Youth and Sport no mo so no etimi ahwe coaches a omo so no etimi align up no wa nkomodie no etimi koye no ombetimi afa madwumade no eno so no etimi aba so ediama na o johnny ewa donko tv no so na Angel FM Kumasi a 3 coaches a shortlisted omo no say NHT Christopher William Gerard Houston coach baako a obeka say Black Stars team na nkasa no okatenka team no obwa amadmeden esma konkan ono no aka shortlister na me adma fi bia konkan a yebetimi team no enso etimi ede ashanensa 11th December 1958 and Chris Hilton yetimi ede ne basa so a ono so no ebo adwuma nyasem kotoa nti monse so am Ireland eno panyin no enso efria ono so no ehwese nyame adma enema konkan enso etimi na Black Stars adwuma de no ohia pa nyasem kotoa kra na ise o 64 years a ono so no eguso a eti atfasa so a obo na dwuma na ohwe ne careers mu a coaches akase and team akase a wotimi akoti no ebi Tottenham Hotspur anti otimi so ekoti ho in 1977 to 1990 opanyine ekoti ye a chese anoma ekonkan enso edema no afi West Ham United 1992 osa etimi manji omo emane etimi ekoye na o share the no si koso so de na chese enyasem kotokra nti eno team so otimi eboye nti sanete but o share team so manage a Tottenham Hotspur na nkasa no manage pen as a caretaker and so etimi ede amom and Republic of Ireland where stand coach and so ede amom pen Newcastle na ye team sa ono so no etimi manage and Brighton half Obion and so ne team sa ono so etimi coaching no ono so no na ehwese nyame adoma shortlist no di ewom nti ekoye nkwade a obetimi anya dwumede no enso ede etene na so eno nkoa shortlist no omya miensa na Steve McLaren and so former Manchester United assistant coach ono so no eka shortlist no 3rd May 1961 and opinion no and so no edeba asase for to say edeba asase so ono so no eto ebo na dwuma na o share no masi kwaso opinion no 61 years ono so efie na kwanimu a enya asem kotwa wabo football ni bi pen wabo Hull City wabo Derby County near dade a anti sa NHT na clubs what manage no assistant coach for Manchester United 99-2001 otimi ebo adwuma de mo Derby County assistant coach and also no ye Edmomo FC20 and chese Nottingham Forest na FC20 near that day who na no manage panya on also no shortlist no din so etimi akọ PM Sanso and a last person no Hector Cooper on also no opanya chese on also no ekone nimpa enyasem kotwa 1955 16th November and opinion no and so chese enyasem kotwa ono so no edin ewuma o hwe nim se obetimi agigement ofri Argentina inti o 67 years o pe Black Stars adwumade shortlist no ne din so ewom football no so de obobi pen kakra fine and o manage a lot of clubs and national teams no Real Betis, Mallorca, International Milan, Valencia and chese other clubs pina watimi amanage and so Samsung 2015 to 2018 Egypt national team no opinion FS now so chese enyasem kuto ne current national team coach here DR Congo 2021 to 2022 and odo so no enso etimi edeba na winti we na no eyenkoma yedem so no enso edemam enano pay na sports minister Yusuf Mustafa enso so ede atuda say clubs are not a next century some World Cup now coaches no agile no ubia afa coaches are obo adwuma akaka na nko a enche bia e ba ponte de.
Chairman, yes indeed, after the World Cup countries that lost their head coach have made effort of replacing them, and you've mentioned countries like Portugal, France, and they've even renewed some of them. Contracts have been renewed in Ghana. The FA, which is the agency or the organization in charge of making sure that they hire a coach, is in the process. And I personally have engaged them, and they are working to, as at last week, the indication was that they will bring the final report to the ministry, possibly this week or next week. And because I also know that
okay, where sports minister Yusuf Mustafa Honorable ɛna yɛtenenka on Blasters coaching issue no na yɛntoa so ɛmfa nsɛm no ɛma mo ɛno a ɛwɔ public account committee ɔmo nso no ɛtena se ɛto nsa frɛ mpanyinfoɔ pii na ɛnso ɛnom ɛdi nkɔmɔ na youth and sports minister Yusuf Mustafa Honorable ɛno a no dwumadi na sesan so ɛna national sports authority boss ɛyɛ Professor Peter Kumasi ɔno nso apie dwumadi na se a kyɛ sɛ na ɛnya asɛm kotɔ koraa na chairman for the committee ɛnso no ɛto ɛde ma ɔpanyani din ɛde Professor Kumasi ɛna obusan sɛ ɔbɛkae sɛ in 2019 yɛtwerɛ krataa de brɛw a kyɛ sɛ ɔpanyin bi ɛnsa so aseɛ a kyɛ sɛ sika na sɛ wodi no wodi sika no ɛma no broe na wonim sɛ ɛnyɛ ne saa ɛma ɔpanyin no nso no ɛne nsɛm ɛde to dwa.
Director General, Minister of Finance wrote to you to pay internally generated fund. Have you been doing that?
Now, yes, we are implementing the 66% and the 34% sharing. Yes.
Ministry of Youth and Sports wrote to you. In fact, the letter was signed by Alhaji Hafiz Adam. Yes. He wrote to you on the 13th of April 2022 that as at the end of the first quarter of 2022, you had exceeded your IGF allocation, which was 434,224 Ghana cedis. You had exceeded it by 299,000 Ghana cedis. And you were asked to lodge that excess IGF of 299,677.02 to the non-tax revenue account. Have you done that?
Honorable Chair, we are in the process of doing that because at the time we didn't have funds. And our releases from controller didn't come. As I indicated, 2022, we had only...
Who told you that if your release doesn't come, you should spend government money without authority?
Honorable Chair, that is why I indicated that we are in the process of repaying the...
A letter was written to you by the Chief Director of Ministry of Youth and Sports, directing you that you had collected more than the amount you were supposed to collect. Pay the difference. Have you done that? And you are telling this committee that you are in the process. Since April 2022, in 3 months' time, will be 1 year, you are in the process of paying the money to the consolidated fund, the NTR account?
The challenge we had, which made us not be able to pay, was as a result of delay in the releases, which at the same time NSA was required to get ready all the facilities for World Cup qualifiers, the Cape Coast, the Kumasi, the Accra, and so on and so forth. Well, we were also not receiving monies from this approved budget. And we have that constraint. And that is why we knew that once we get some of these releases, we'll be able to really repay the difference.
We nano ayen koma enwa etimi APS ya chese enya chinkoto na uye wiase anaso nipa na oti wiase pa na edi wura ho no discuss graph ato a masa wasebe se papa na committee no chairman no enwa chese na nyasem koto kra obusa honorable Yusuf Mustafa chese obusa no question bi na Yusuf say honorable Wadaruma we de chese maninsan kra. But at some way, party, ma na me pese opinion it ni Peter Kumasi one na timinchenya ono ansa question because makachan say park ndo me hanya need a boy ada ye chese ya da boy entertainment na da anwum na da dia e wo se wo di no makata park no so na etimi koye na okachem se wo da kata so ade be chene enkata so na hoye hoya na edi matem enti chef wo de ya no ma onabo.
Chairman, yes, I've engaged the Director General several times that anytime they are going to use, there is any activity, we are not asking the authority not to allow social events to take place on the field. But if the need be, and they are going to do so, it is a global practice. You cover the field. And when you ask, they say the field is covered. But at the end of the day, then it's not covered, then the damage is done. So he has to give us assurance that because he gives the approval for the social events to take place, if any social event is going to take place on the field has to be covered nationwide. If he can give the assurance to the committee, I'll be grateful.
Director General, can you give assurance to this committee that you do as we are requesting?
Yes, Honorable Chair. No, I said yes.
Okay, yes, you do that. Do you have what you're going to use to cover the field? Do you have them already?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we do have materials for covering, except that, as my Chief Director indicated, there are better technologies that can cover and preserve better than what we have now.
Why are you not using what you have now?
That's what we are pursuing.
Why are you not using what you have now? Why?
It's a huge investment, Honorable Chair. No, what we have now, we use.
You use?
Yes, but
the last time I entered the stadium, you didn't cover anything.
Oh.
You didn't. I was at our Congress, NDC Congress. I was there. You didn't cover the field.
The NDC Congress in particular.
Yes.
If you look at the usage per the agreement we had, then the setup were to be on the AstroTurf.
Okay.
And leaving the grass material.
Okay.
Yes, on time.
Anyway,
but later we saw people streaming.
Yes, actually.
Yes. That's the thing. Yes.
But with respect to the MPP Congress, we use the field, and it was not covered. No, you see, I'm only saying this so that, because you see, your minister says that on several occasions he has directed you, but you have done nothing about it. Yes, we don't have event centers, but we have the sports stadium. But at least for the green grass, let's protect it for the football, please.
The way Peter Kumasi and Honorable Yusuf Mustafa and Omode Omonsam Eddie Tuja na yemfa last one we fan chat to public account committee na so ye na mpemfo edebo opanya ni dini Peter Kumasi say 11,220 Ghana cedi bi de say ekoto consolidated fund nim da Accra na omontie che say enkoto mu na di enti na enkoto mu nti Peter Kumasi enso eya no ewo committee na se.
As the law requires, we mobilize the IGF, and then at the time we were to lodge the money, and then NSA receives 40% of what we generate. In fact, due to challenges with the releases of funds, the government of Ghana funds approved by Parliament, we had a lot of challenges. So we wrote through our sector ministry to the finance for them to review the sharing. Because most of the years, sometimes we do not even get releases from the Controller and Accountant General. I think that request had been considered favorably, and currently, as we speak, we have 66% to the National Sports Authority, and then the 34 to the finance. After that, we've been able to manage with it, and now we lodge, and we have indicated to all our regional offices also to lodge whatever money that they generate, and then for their share to be given to them. Honorable Chair.
Brother, I think the latter part of it, you have answered your own question. My question is, the 11,220 between July 2019 and July 2020, that was what happened. So according to auditors, the urge management to strictly abide by the regulation, but the amount, did it happen or not?
Yes, so when we received the report, we wrote to the Kuforidia, because this happened in the Kuforidia, for them to confirm as to whether this amount was indeed not lodged. It was confirmed to us recently, and steps have been taken to pay back that amount that belongs.
Right, into episode 4, Enra, our public account committee, and Nkomu and influence at the Banti. Tessa and Son Dosso, Nenso, Munia, Jonas, I'll say this in Yetimi Quenim, Yakasa Toaswa, Chessa and Sempina ABC. Inti, Jonas, Wakadia, made a fist and BC, because in some a Dawson opening 12. But the BC and yes, in Tikodo, over to us, why?
All right, Jeff, and I was in Kano or the stories nina and so ago. I think said Dudwana Public Accounts Committee and Minister for Youth and Sports and the National Sports Authority Director General echo answer questions be Sir Jonas.